Hey everybody, welcome back to Simple Diversion. I'm Graham.
And I'm Rob.
And we are so excited to be filming back together.
Yep.
With you guys. Beautiful day.
Beautiful day.
Let's get together. Let's have a cigar. Let's record. Let's hang out with you guys again. So we are excited to be here again.
Yeah, and I don't know if you can see the snow behind us a little bit, but as you can see, we are just getting over winter. Hopefully it stays away.
Yes.
And the sun stays out from here on out, and we can do this more often.
Right. Yeah, we finally got like a 60 degree day here today, and yeah, we what did we choose to smoke today?
Let me see if I'm saying this right. So we have the H Upmann Habano Cuba,
and it is the Connoisseur A. Rob, have you ever had a Cuban cigar before?
No.
No.
Maybe during a wedding. I just don't remember if it was Cuban or not.
Right. I've had one Cuban cigar, but it could have possibly been a fake.
Okay, yeah.
So I can't really tell you for sure if I've had one. But one of our awesome viewers, what, a year ago?
About a year and a half ago, yeah.
Sent us a bunch of Cubans.
And mine just fell off the dang table.
And cracked a bit.
But it should still burn just fine.
Right. So this could be our first Cuban together.
It's definitely our first Cuban that we've reviewed.
Right.
Or smoked together here on the show.
And we figured since it's so nice out, we're finally able to come together. It calls for a celebration. So that's why we picked a Cuban from H. Upman. Let's get into it.
Let's do it.
Before we cut this thing up, or while we cut this thing up, I want to let you guys know that there's an airplane flying over my head right now. And it's really loud. There he goes. So before we get this thing cut up, I want to let you guys know a little bit of backstory of H. Upman. This is one of the oldest cigar brands in history.
Now you have the sirens.
Yeah,
I feel like we live in New York. Hermann Upmann was a banker from Germany who so loved Cuban cigars that he moved to Havana in 1844 and set up as both banker and cigar maker. His bank closed in the early 1920s, but his cigars lived on as a fine example of an elegant light to medium flavored Habano.
The H. Upman factory is today the parent company of the renowned Habanos Monte Cristo, Diplomáticos, and the pioneer of H. Upman firm. These are all premium cigars backed by a charming appearance and available in a variety of sizes. All right, so let's get this thing cut up and talk a little bit about it. Let's get it smoking, and then we'll find my cutter. Here it is.
And you know, cheers. Like this, I know we said it's celebration, but it's also kind of a celebration just being back.
Right.
You know, it's been a while. Every now and then we'll put little polls on our YouTube channel that, you know, you guys have been voting on. But other than that, we haven't really... We did the Wine-A-Door, you did, so that's good.
Yeah, we felt a little bit bad, but I mean, with COVID, it just wasn't really possible.
Yeah.
And
so this is 3-cap, right?
Yeah, this is going to be a triple cap.
Triple cap.
I think I cut a little bit too much of mine off, but I still do have the 2 caps on there, so it's not too bad. But looking at the cigar itself, what do you think about the appearance?
It's very veiny.
It is.
Very
rugged.
Yeah, I didn't want to say sloppy or anything. It definitely looks... I've always liked that natural look of a cigar.
Hand rolled.
Yeah, and having the more rugged, I kind of actually like.
Right.
The label is I mean, pretty basic. Traditional, yeah. Very veiny. They kind of go all over the place.
Right.
I like that it's triple cap. And yeah, looking good. I like the light brown.
The seams are very visible as well. And like you said, it's more of that rugged hand-rolled Cuban cigar. Like, they don't have big factories like they do in the Dominican or other areas where they don't produce as many as some of these other bigger companies. So it's kind of cool to see that charm about it. So.
Yeah, absolutely.
It definitely has a different smell to it than we're used to.
It's kind of sweet.
It's very sweet. Like, usually we get barnyard aroma or manure almost.
Right.
It sounds bad, but or even like earthy tones. But like, this is like a very sweet. And I've heard Cubans can typically be sweeter flavored.
Yeah, I hear they're more salty. Yeah, right. I'm excited, man.
Let's light her up.
Let's go.
Man, if we're rusty too, we apologize. But like, it's just been
because we haven't done a cigar video in a while. That's for sure. Oh boy.
Well, and I usually I light up somewhere where I can see my flame.
Oh man, if he had a hard time, wait until you see me. Oh, very nice.
Very nice.
Very nice. It's good enough for now. Not as good as yours. Charred it a little bit.
How's yours, Rob?
It tastes like a grill.
All right, so we finally got our cigars lit up here. Woo! And yeah, so far so good. So again, this cigar, the origin is Cuba. Has a nice Habano wrapper. And the size, I don't actually know the gauge, but it's 140 millimeters long. Maybe because it's Cuban, they go by millimeters? I don't know.
Yeah, I feel like
But
here in the U.S., we're the only ones that go by
inches.
and miles.
This is going to be a medium body cigar, so it shouldn't knock you off your feet too much. It's dry.
It is dry.
It's makes me parched.
Yeah.
Definitely have some woody flavors in there.
Yeah.
But overall,
Kind of an almondy, some almonds,
Yeah.
nutty.
it feels good to smoke with somebody.
It does.
We during quarantine, every kind of Friday night, we would have like
a Zoom
like a
call or
FaceTime,
something,
yeah, or
yeah.
FaceTime hangout, and we'd smoke cigars together and have some drinks and just talk. And yeah, it's nice. It helped us get through, but it also does not compare to visiting with somebody in person. So yeah, it's great that we're able to do that now.
Oh yeah.
All right, we're gonna smoke this down a little bit, and then we'll come back and let you know what we think. Welcome back, everybody.
Welcome back.
About a third of the way in.
Yeah.
How's it smoking for you?
Well, mine's a little messed up because I dropped it.
The whole wrapper cracked.
Yeah, right before I had it on the table over here. Slight wind just kind of pushed it off. It was my fault. Amateur move. And it just fell, cracked. I was like, it's going to be okay. But now it's causing some issues the further down I get. But hey.
I do have a good light on mine, and it's kind of a wavy burn, but it's not bad. It's pretty well balanced. So far, the dryness has dissipated a little bit, and there's definitely woody flavors. I think you said roasted nuts.
Yeah.
There's that going on, and then I think
a
a little bit of
like
sweetness
a
on the
smoked
finish.
almond.
Yeah. So all those things, it's not complex,
No.
but it's good.
Yeah,
It's
and it
enjoyable.
definitely is more sweeter, like more salty. I'm getting a lot of that. When it comes to Cuban, we were kind of talking about this outside, off camera. I think it has a lot to do with people aren't able to access it or purchase it as easily as other cigars. So it's kind of like what you were telling me, with the whiskey.
Right.
Expensive whiskey or 21-year-old
Really
whiskey.
Yeah.
Doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be better than a 15-year-old or a
12-year-old.
12-year-old. Yeah. So
It's just harder to get, so people will pay a premium to get it.
Exactly.
And there's almost this lore that goes with it because it is so hard to get, where cigars from other countries have definitely upped their game in the past years too, and they've really closed the gap with the Cubans.
yeah.
So I don't think Cubans are necessarily so much better than other ones, but it's because they're hard to get, and there's that lure that goes with it. And
Now,
they are good, though.
If you think otherwise and you're watching this video,
Let us know.
Let us know and go ahead and send us the other Cubans that you guys might have and want us to try.
Yeah, we'll keep trying.
We'll keep trying them. I'm sure there's really, and not to say that this is not a good.
It is good.
Cigar. It's
I'm
a very
enjoying
good
it.
smoke. I love it.
It's very smooth.
I mean, very smooth. Yeah. If it's something that I could buy at our local brick and mortar, I definitely would.
Yeah, it's very good.
It's definitely something I would put in my wine-ador, humidor.
Yeah.
So.
And just because it is Cuban doesn't mean you can't get these.
Right.
There are some legit websites out there. You do have to be careful, though. There's a lot of people trying to fake Cubans out there.
Yeah.
So just make sure you're going to a trusted website. Do you remember how much a box of these costs?
Yeah, I think
roughly?
it was about, case of 25 for about 400, 412, 411, something like that.
$11.
Yeah. So you're looking about a little over $16 per stick. So not terrible.
No, I don't think that's too bad. I mean,
No.
it's kind of goes along with buying a Padron 1964 series. So definitely going to be a different flavor going on with it, but comparable with name brand. And
Yeah. I would say I'd go with the Padron, though.
I think this is really good, and I would compare it to like steak and pizza.
Yeah.
I love them both, but they're different,
Yeah.
and there's different
Steak and
moods.
ribs, something
Yeah,
like that.
like this is
This
like
is
total
very
opposite
good.
of a Padron.
I made it sound like I'd rather have this, but Yeah, I mean, I just feel like, because Padron's easier to get, I just go and get it rather than buy the box of 25.
Plus, you just know, too, it's authentic. Like, there's a little bit of that hesitation with buying online, just because you're like, you know, you want to feel good about it and make sure it's the real deal.
Right.
So, yeah, do some research, make sure you're using a trusted site, and you should be good to go.
Yeah. But even with the wrapper that I have, I mean, it feels like it's burning, you know, good. I'm still getting a lot of flavor, and it is kind of getting cracked here toward the middle. But
well, I just said mine was a good burn, but now mine is also, it's starting to get pretty wonky, so I'm probably going to have to touch that up.
Wanky.
A little wanky. You might think, well, I can get H. Upman at my local brick and mortar. You can. That's true. But it's not the Cuban H. Upman.
Right.
There are two different companies called H. Upman. Same thing with Monte Cristo. There's another one too.
Cohiba.
Yes.
But it's Cohiba Red Dot. But I mean, a lot of people get confused with that.
Yeah, I've had a Cohiba before. You know,
it's like, but have you? I mean, you have, but have you?
Let us know in the comments if I'm wrong, but I'm just going from memory here. Something about like when the World War I or World War II started and these companies kind of went under, they didn't have...
Oh, that was good.
They didn't have the naming rights or something. So like these other companies started and they just used those names because the Cuban brand didn't have the exclusive right to that name, from what I somewhat remember. So now there's two different separate entities called the same thing.
And I know too that you're kind of able, if you go travel there, can't you bring like, I think 100 back with you? Or is it 10? I think it might be 10.
It's a small amount, but you can bring some back now.
Yeah.
But no, this is really enjoyable. If you can get your hands on this, I would. It's
I would give this at least a B+ if we were to do that. At least. A-, B+.
I'd give it about the same thing. I think the only reason it would be an A- and not like an A+ is it's not as complex as some of these cigars out there.
Right.
But it's also not going to knock you on your butt. And you can smoke this morning, afternoon, evening, and you're going to enjoy it. Like, it's super smooth.
Yeah.
And finally, too, I think the draw is really good.
Yeah.
It's not too loose, but it's not tight at all.
Do you think the triple cap helps with that? No?
No, it's how it's packed.
Okay.
The cap really just helps with you being able to cut it without unraveling.
Right, and having your...
Yeah. All right, guys. Well, thank you for sticking with us through this last year. It's been rough. We definitely want to make more videos than we have been.
Yeah, guys, and don't forget to like the video. It really helps us a lot. And if you do like it, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. We got content coming your way. And go back and watch some of our other videos that you might enjoy. Other cigar reviews, whiskey reviews, bourbon, challenges, and some fun stuff.
Now that we're back together, I want to do more blind tasting.
Yes, I do too.
Those are fun.
Yeah.
So, thank you so much for watching.
Yeah.
Hopefully you guys are all being safe out there. And until next time, we'll see you soon.